Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. This is the light worker here. So we're in Pisces season, and today's video is going to be for Pisces. We're going to do a couples reading. So if you're in a relationship, so it's going to just be a basic sort of general reading for Pisces in a relationship reading. Okay, so you know what, we're going to get right into it. I'm just going to ask you guys, if you're joining me for the first time, please hit that subscribe button. I know that I can give you lots of interesting things and lots of interesting different types of readings here, so I hope that you will join me. And if you're just returning to me, welcome back, my lovely, lovely, beautiful souls. Okay, so Pisces, your relationship. What's going on in Pisces relationship? All right, so I'm getting some stuff about the past here. All right, I don't know if you and your partner have known each other for a really long time, or there's somebody from your past or from your childhood or somebody you grew up with, or you just have that tight bond, or you just sort of have a lot of good past memories together. I don't know if you're dwelling on the past a lot lately, thinking about happier times, better times, more stable times, times when you didn't have as much responsibility, or you might be just listening to music from a while ago and sort of being nostalgic. This also has to do with children. So I don't know if you have children together, okay? But if so, that's coming through like a happy children, happy home type situation here, okay? So let's get some more cards and see. Okay, so I feel like this relationship is really, really strong. I feel like you both give each other, it's sort of very equal, all right? You both see each other in a very high light. You're very committed. This is a very good healing type energy coming here, okay? So I don't know if you guys have helped each other heal things. This also has to do a little bit with past life stuff. So I don't know if this relationship is past life or maybe possibly soulmates, okay? But this has a lot to do with the past, okay? So maybe this is even in the past. I'm just seeing that this is a very nurtured relationship, okay? I feel like you guys really hold each other in very high light. There's a lot of love and harmony here, hopes and wishes and dreams for the future that you both have together. I would say that one thing that could be a bit of a problem is communication, okay? I don't know if there's communication issues in this relationship or you guys are working on that, okay? This is sort of like, don't talk behind each other's backs. Like, don't talk to your friends about each other. Like when you have a fight or an argument, it sort of creates like a bad energy, sort of like a negative energy. This is telling you to talk to each other about your problems. Don't talk about the relationship outside of the relationship. This is telling you to sort of just, when you guys have an issue, sort of try to talk through it. Sit down, talk normal. Don't yell, don't scream, don't be overly crazy or passionate about, like, it's telling you to sort of like get a grip on things when it comes to talking, speaking, communication, and sort of like gossip stuff, okay? So don't do any like back talk about each other, all right? It's not healthy, it's not good. That's what I'm getting with that card, okay? And I'm sort of getting a little bit of an immaturity. So it's sort of telling you to talk with maturity when you do talk. Sometimes this is like, you know, we get a little bit childish when we're in arguments, you know, and we could act a bit bratty with each other or want our way with each other. This is telling you to sort of be fair and balanced and grounded and logical in your arguments, and don't, like, you know, lose your cool quickly. It's sort of telling you to like get a little bit of a grip on that, okay? Yeah, definitely. All right. This is like a lot of like hostile like energy, and hostile force. This is not somebody who's like physically violent, but like verbal battles, okay? Sort of like rushing into battles, sort of like not thinking before they speak, kind of like angry, like a little bit of anger I get with that. So I think there's just some communication issues here in this relationship. I feel like one person may be the aggravator, I'm gonna say. Like one person pushes buttons and the other person reacts with like a lot of anger and a lot of hostility, and maybe there's like screaming matches and yelling going on, because they just don't like sort of being in that immature sort of energy with their counterpart here. Yeah, this is like very fast moving. Like they'll just go crazy within like seconds if they feel like they're being attacked or they feel like they're not being heard. This is definitely somebody who wants to be heard, okay? So I'm feeling like you might be arguing and not letting each other talk. You might be yelling over each other. So this is sort of telling you to get a little bit of a grip on that and refocus things and sort of, you know, when you're like that angry, sometimes it's best to sort of like walk away and maybe not communicate. Sometimes this is a strong communication card, but sometimes it's like telling you not to communicate. Sometimes it's better to just walk away when you've toned down some of that anger and you're feeling a bit better. So yeah, I'm just getting a little bit of some arguing, some communication issues. Okay, so I feel like the ultimate goal here in this union, because I do feel like it's very reliable, very structured, very stable, sort of healthy. So we have a lot of positive cards here. I'm feeling like you guys got to get back to that place of, you know, sort of structured. I feel like one of you wants that more. Like one of you is more like with it when it comes to the structure of the relationship. You know what you want. You know what you want to see. You know what you're after. You know, but you could be like that kind of person that you always feel on the defense. You might be a bit resistant. You got to stand your ground. You know, you feel like you got this like sort of fiery sort of like warrior energy to you. Yeah, that's not always good. Like that makes power struggles sometimes, I feel like. And there's, yeah, lots of ups and downs with that, okay? So I'm just going to say this relationship looks like it might have lost its luster a bit. And I feel like you guys are not seeing eye to eye enough and that there's some fun that needs to come back here, okay? I feel like there's not a lot of fun here. I feel like it's really too predictable. It's too structured. There's not enough fun. You know, there's not like a go with it attitude. I feel like there's like some control issues here. Like somebody wants it to be like 9 to 5. Like we got to eat dinner by this time. We got to do this by that time. It's like too much control. It's become a little bit boring. And the ups and downs, like when it's good, it's good. And when it's bad, it's bad. Okay. This is sort of telling you that you do have to go with the flow. You do have to change your attitude sometimes and let go of routines sometimes, because living a completely structured life is very boring and boring for a partner. Okay, so it's sort of saying, you know, get the passion back, sort of find some fun in this. Watch what you guys say to each other. Watch what you guys do in front of each other, like the way you talk, the way you treat each other, very verbal, saying hurtful words kind of thing. Okay, so it's telling you to, you know, just kind of get a grip on that. Okay. Because coming through here, I feel like this is definitely, you guys have been together maybe in the past or in a past life. There is a lot of room for dreams and love and wishes and hopes, lots and lots of room for that. Okay, I feel like the core of this relationship is really good. I feel like you two really love each other. There's a lot you have to offer each other. You started out on the right foot, on the right track, very giving, very loving, very warm, compassionate. You know, and somewhere in here it's just a little bit too much arguing going on. Okay, so ride the waves, you know, get what you got to get out of your system, but talk in a rational way. Okay, talk like, you know, talk like adults. Don't talk like you know, children to each other. Okay, so let's get a psychic tarot for the heart card. Okay, so we get rebuild, and you know what, this has to do with a lot of arguing too. Okay, so sometimes we need to have one major blowout, and then you gotta kind of go off on your own and think, and the other person has to go off on their own and think, and you come back together and you have a real rational moment, like a real moment of clarity maybe with each other, and you think about, you sort of assess the relationship, and you think about what needs work and what needs to be done like now, what needs to be done down the line, like that sort of thing. But it's sort of like a new focus and turning over like a new leaf together, and sort of, you know, letting like old ways die, like the old ways fall away, like, you know, sort of like rebuilding this relationship. I feel like that's what's needed here, and that's what's gonna happen here. So like, yeah, letting go of like that structured like way and this stern, strict like way, getting your communication in order, being respectful to each other, sort of trying to cut down on the arguing, okay, sort of ride the waves. I see some turns for the better, definitely, for sure, okay. And rebuilding, yes, rebuilding is like, you know, on a stronger foundation, sort of like maybe you need to like rip down the foundation of this relationship of what it was and rebuild new, if that makes any sense. You know, it's like sort of like the unexpected, you have to deal with it, like the unexpected energies that might be around you guys. There might be outside factors here, okay? Like outside factors, like could be like the person's job, it could be something going on in their family or with their friends. Sometimes that has a lot to do and a negative impact on a relationship. But I'm feeling like, yes, definitely turns for the better, and you guys are gonna have to do some rebuilding for sure, okay? And it's not a bad thing. It's more like getting in touch with what you really want, and to the root of things, and to the root of the heart of this relationship, okay? Because I feel like the heart of this relationship is very, very strong. A lot of love. I just feel like there's a lot of like crazy passion sometimes, and losing tempers, and tempers flaring, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If you'd like to see any astrology pairing love readings, please let me know. You can comment in Pisces, Aries, Pisces, Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces, anything you want to see. I'm just giving you some examples. And I'd be glad to do those, okay? I think those are a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks for watching, and many, many blessings. Please hit the subscribe button. Bye-bye, guys.